Welcome to Dwarven Forge Live. This is On the Anvil, episode 179. This is the show where we take you behind the scenes here at Dwarven Forge. We show you what we're working on. We show you some of the challenges we're facing. We show you a glimpse of the future. This is the show where you get to interact with us live. We want to hear your ideas. We want to hear your feedback. Most of all, we want to hear your jokes. This is the show where we often will swerve off topic. It is never scripted, and we sometimes have technical difficulties, although so far it seems like we're doing okay. But mostly, this is the show where we're going to spend the next 2 hours enjoying our frosty beverages, talking terrain with the lot of you. Welcome, 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 welcome. Let's go!
Can they hear me? Okay, good. Yeah, I was trying. Okay, it seems like everything's fine.
Woo!
I was trying to just get it balanced before this, so I think we're all right. Yeah, hey everybody, how you doing?
Welcome.
Today, probably gonna be a shorter one today. We don't have as much to cover, but also there's a lot going on right now. So,
Turns out.
Yeah, turns out.
There's always a few fires at the forge.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing our usual though. We are gonna give away a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card, roughly halfway through the stream.
What do they have to do to get it?
You'll just have to type in a word that we will decide in the moment. So there's no way to get ahead of it. You got to be here. You got to really be paying attention. Yeah, that's basically it.
Woo!
Yeah.
And if you're old here, if you're new here, if you're here, feel free to hop into the comments. We love. This is why we do the show. Is we want to interact with you. It really is the payoff. It's amazing to see so many familiar faces. So feel free to jump in. Just be nice. We have a wonderful community. Let's keep it that way.
Or else.
Yeah. We stab them. I gotta turn this light down. I should be cool. Hang on. It's like it's blasting my face. Yeah. And then we can.
How's that audio?
Okay. Can they hear the?
I think that probably picked up. Yeah.
Let's see if that's any better. Slightly less blinded. All right. Should we print all the news that's fit to new?
Let's speak all the news that's fit. It's just
It's the news. News to the news. What's the news? Hey, Chris.
Yeah, what's up?
What's in the news?
Very little.
Oh. That's good. It's a change of pace. Yeah. It's just like the real world.
Yeah. Basically, yeah. There's nothing going on. Nothing to pay attention to. Basically, all the stuff that we've told you guys before is still just kind of happening. We've got a restock coming in a couple weeks. We don't quite know when it's hitting yet. I don't know if the new listings have gone live yet for that restock. But we've got like the new castle sets coming. I
think the listing's live.
I'm gonna check real quick and just see.
Yeah.
If the new sets are live. But the main attractions here, outside of like some core sets and things that we really need, like coming back in, big things are the cavern entrance riser for the first time in ice paint, the LED runic columns for the first time in Underdew,
yes.
And then a number of new castle sets that help you make large corner towers and inline towers.
Exciting.
Out of pieces that are in stock currently.
And
like
I think aren't the basic walls part of this restock too? So because we have both watchtowers.
Yes.
And I think the basic walls were in here, so then you can get the walls, the breakup pack, the towers. You can make castles. It's exciting.
Be.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the listings yet, but they should be. Oh, okay. There's the cutout corner. There's the tower transition pack. I'm not seeing the inline pack yet. They may be tagged weird. They're showing in some collections and not others.
They weren't tagged like a week ago. I flagged it to Jay. Well, maybe we have to keep flagging.
Yeah, I'm not seeing the inline, but I'm seeing the other two. So okay. Also,
so they're not new. Well, they are new castle sets, but there's some new compositions so that you can take your watchtower, small or large, and either make them into an inline tower or a corner tower.
Yeah, the basic idea, and the basic walls are part of the restock. So
Nice.
the idea is, we simply cannot afford to pay the MOQ and restock the large corner tower set and the small corner tower set and the inline tower set. But what we can do is have the basic walls in stock and the watchtower in stock and the small watchtower in stock, and then we made a couple new sets that you have the transition pieces that basically let you then take those sets and combine them to make the corner towers and the inline towers that we used to do as one full set.
Do we have the postern gate in stock or the barbican in stock?
I think
Is there a way to get into this castle?
I think we restocked the postern gate a while ago.
All right.
And we're wanting to do eventually. What I'd love to do is then provide a way to upgrade the postern gate into the barbican. But
that's a.
It's tough because it's like, do we want
It's
to try
only
and restock
it's like
multiple
90% of the pieces. I don't know. You'd save $50.
Yeah. It's a
project.
It's a whole deal. Castles is
Postern
a
is
lot.
in stock sufficiently.
Castles is a big undertaking, but yeah, we do have the postern gate in stock.
And we don't have a date yet on this restock.
No.
It's probably mid-April at best. We still got to get through. Still got to land. Still got to get through customs. Still got to get to the warehouse. And it's a lot to inventorying and receiving and inventorying. It's a lot. There's a lot of individual pieces for the piece store, so it's going to take a little longer than usual. Mm-hmm. But we'll keep you posted. If you're not on the mailing list, get on the mailing list. So we'll tell you what's happening.
Yeah. We'll make sure we'll be really loud about it when we know for sure when it's happening. Outside of that, we're at Adepticon next week. There will not be a stream next week because I'm going to be in Milwaukee. So hey, if you're remotely in the area, come by. It's one of my favorite conventions.
So
you don't even need a ticket to go in and walk the show floor and see us. And
there's so much you can do for free. It's out of control. You can look at the Golden Demon stuff. You can go look in the rooms of all these people playing games. Just walking around looking at all of the games being played is ridiculous because there's so much. All these people have made nuclear reactors and things, and there's planets and like it's just like every room is like another wonderland that you're wandering into. Like you could just wander around for like 4 hours without playing anything and just be amazed. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's an incredible convention.
Yeah.
So
plus the vendor hall. Plus
the vendor hall.
Yeah, just all of it.
And Golden Demon is there, so you can see some of the best miniature painting around.
It's out
there. It's really something else. So we'll be there next week. When we get back, we will likely be talking more about the new Caverns project that the Caverns reprinting.
Caverns Reforged.
Caverns Reforged. We'll be talking more about that when we get back. We're rapidly making progress on that the last couple weeks. So I know
just want to make sure it's got to quantify a little more before we start talking about it too much, because we don't want to like tell you it's one thing and pull the rug out from under you. And imagine us doing that. Try to learn from
and then that'll then we're planning to do that in a couple months, and then that will lead into
May 19th.
May 19th. We're good to say that.
Yeah.
May 19th is what we're shooting for. We will see if we make it, but May 19th is what we're thinking of. And then that will lead into us doing Perilous Frontiers later this year. Date to be determined.
Yeah.
That is I think that's basically all the news. If you weren't aware yet, the piece set database is now baked into the site search function instead of being a separate site you got to go to. So that means it's not going to crash all the time anymore because it's no longer like a completely different app. It is just Letitia and Luke are working on it for a while.
Has anyone tried it? Has anyone looked at it yet?
I've been using it a lot while
you
putting the cavern thing together. I'll tell you what, it's been a very easy way to find out which cavern pieces are hard to get a hold of. It's much more functional than it used to be. And
we have a talented team.
It a lot.
Oh, they're asking for new for a Caverns Reforged channel.
I made that yesterday or maybe today. There is a Caverns Reforged channel in the Discord now. I set it up. I set it up very recently.
Sneaky.
Still pretty disorganized. Lots of pieces are mislabeled. Yeah, well, that's.
We got like 2,000 pieces.
It has been. They're still working through that.
If you see stuff, flag some stuff. If it's if you see a thing that's mislabeled, send in a ticket so we can fix it.
Yeah.
Because it's a lot of data to roll through.
It's a thing that is constantly a work in progress, but this change has been a really big step up, just in terms of, one, it not crashing all the time, which has been really nice. But just the fact that it's like directly linked to the store now is really nice. I think that's all the news.
Yeah.
Well, Caverns Reforged include Hellscape and Ice. Not
No Hellscape.
Hellscape is interesting because, like, with all the
Cavern
hell
Hellscape
scenes, with all the cavern paint schemes, Hellscape is the one where it's like, it's not quite just a repaint of the same pieces. It has its own casting color. It also has some of its own considerations and some unique pieces. It's out of scope for this project, but
it's the casting color is the big challenge because it requires you have to flush every mold that's being used has to get flushed and reused. It's like a whole big setup time. So it's like it's a beast.
We are looking at Ice and Underdoom though. Like those are some of the main priorities
And standard.
Standard. Yeah, those three, getting them all in line with each other is like the top priority for this.
Yeah, it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah.
And don't worry, we still got Cities Reforged brewing. You know, that's gonna have new pieces. So the difference here, this is no new sculpts, just some new paint on sculpts that didn't have it previously, / digging up some out of the vault. But Cities Reforged 2 is still happening, and that's gonna have a bunch of new bits.
I'm gonna see if I can raise our volume this way without it like blowing us out. You guys let me know if this is too much, not enough, whatever, and I'll just keep adjusting throughout the stream.
Have we updated the roadmap on the page? Frank Savage is asking for a roadmap. There's a roadmap. There is the page on our webpage that's a roadmap, but I don't know if it's been updated with Caverns Reforged yet.
Okay. My assumption is no, it is not. We just makes sense. I don't even think we've brought up talking about. I don't think we've brought up the roadmap since we started on this thing. We've been busy with the other stuff. We should. Oh, man, we'll get on to this. I don't want to bug Letitia about it right now, but yeah, well, we should do that.
Oh man, we need to update the roadmap. Boy.
Yeah. Still hard to hear. Okay, I will boost it a little bit more.
Woo.
Hang on.
So I have an important question for MJ Alexander Esquire. So we saw it in the comments in the very beginning. You said this is your second time watching live, but you watched all the back episodes. So the question is, did you watch all the back episodes of this?
Oh yeah.
Did you binge watch them? And if so, what was that experience like? And why?
That goes back 6 years now.
Woo!
Oh, that goes back over 6 years now from when we started doing these streams. Man, I think my energy was very different back then. You need to find the secret cheese bunkers of Wisconsin. We should just take a bunch of unpainted Hellscape to Adepticon actually.
Cheese bunkers. The unpainted Hellscape looks like cheese. Yeah. Yeah.
Mace ran the streams at the beginning. It was a thing that we were trading off.
Mace
when we
and
started.
Selena ran for a while. Wasn't really.
Yeah, when the thing started, it was like me, Mace, and Hamster were all kind of approaching it, and the problem was that like when we started streaming, like a couple weeks in, the pandemic hit.
It's
and
crazy.
So that kind of blew up everything we were doing.
How wild is that?
Yeah, it was funny. We had this whole plan, this whole idea of what the streaming was going to be, and then we got to go maybe a month before absolutely everything had to change. But
wow, JJ Chicago is watching from Bangkok.
Oh wow!
Holy moly! What time is it?
Chicago, Bangkok.
Yeah,
Bangkok's a city. There's no Chicago, and
there's no.
Let's see.
Wow, Racketman watched all the OTAs. That's wild.
Great way to
Was
better
there
understand
anything? Was there any arc? There's any learnings over the arc of watching 6 years of 6 a.m. in Bangkok? So we gotta wake you up. All right,
there's a lot of. Yeah, let's get the thing going.
It's 6 a.m. For poor JJ Chicago. Let's get spicy. All right, we've got guess what we got? we got some samples from Cities Reforged Tudor
Yeah.
Village. So we're gonna start with. We got. Oh man, this looks crummy here.
I just gotta mess with
Color is.
Here, I'll mess with the color.
So this is the get a little water. Terrain trays. So they're pre-tray.
That's
Oh
way
boy!
too- that's
Abort!
Why are
Abort!
all the custom colors the same? All right.
Ah!
Well, this thing has 2 modes.
Bad and worse.
That's-
Yeah.
Why is everything so red?
No,
why
now
can't I
it's
get- why
now
can't I
it's
get
got
the
no
green?
yellow in it. Ah! I said
Oh my
take it
God.
back. I take it back.
It's just not picking up.
Oh, hang on.
It's
Here,
just
wait.
not picking up the green.
Let me get a piece of paper. I'll do an old school white balance. Like, do I have a piece of paper? Do we have anything white in the world? Here we go. All right. Ah! White balance. Here, white balance off that.
Okay.
That looks like it's white.
Yeah, that seems to be on. Okay, so then what is it?
Eh,
It's just not
it's
saturated
Desaturated. Well, just have to live with it.
It gets.
It's,
I think it gets a bit. No.
Yeah.
Why is it?
So anyway, so these are so these don't have the no metal. It's obviously one side. So these are samples we get before they make them. They give us a sample of the print. This is the grassy meadow. What do we call it? And this was by backer request. We were going to just use the existing. We had this sort of plain grass, but everybody was asking for it, so we made this one, and I'm glad we did. Because having all the little flowers, all the little bits, it's like pleasing. It's like wallpaper. Yeah. All right, 50-year-old references are my specialty too. I like it. So we got them all. We have the, what is this? The straight.
What if we just sold a throw blanket that was just
Terrain trays, like a quilt of
just
terrain
all
trays.
the terrain
like,
tray art. Yeah.
With festering floor, like in the big center.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got, that was the swell. This was the, what did they were called? The, I don't know, the curve, not the curve,
That's what your shorts look like.
yeah. This was the swell in the other direction. Here's our big curve.
We did used to have a blanket in the office that was grassland.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a battle mat. That
It
was
was a
like a
blanket.
Timu battle mat. It was like a fleece
It was
blanket.
a blanket. I used it as a. I
know.
thought it was meant to
But
be a
it was
blanket.
it was marketed as a battle mat, but it was just like a fleece blanket.
I slept
was-
under that
Yeah.
one night when Matt Lillard was running a
Oh, the game. It started at like 10 o'clock in
started-
California time.
It started 10 o'clock. Yeah, it started
Yeah.
like at midnight our time.
It's
And I was
amazing.
running the terrain for it virtually because it was during the pandemic.
Yes.
And so we were on Vorpal board and he was running his players through it. And so the game finished at like
remember that.
3 in the morning and I had to be here for work
Oh.
in the morning anyway. So it was like I just
Yeah,
crashed on the
just-
couch with that blanket.
Sleep under a battle mat.
Yeah.
Look at all these roadses. Boom.
Yeah.
All right, so those are all the roads, and then we have our little pond. Look at that
Nice.
thing. Woo! Look at that. And the mossy cobbles, and this was, I don't know if we ever got to show people nice close of this. So this is the final mossy cobbles has more moss in the cobbles. Yeah, right. There's some more greenery.
The moss
In
cobble
there.
ratio.
Yeah, it's just a little more green popping through all this stuff. So this is going to be a popular one. I think this is going to pop up all over the place. I love the sort of the way it's non-directional, but still somehow doesn't feel like total chaos. Like there's logic to it, but yeah. A green screen blanket, and then that's all. All right, so those are the terrain tray samples, and we're very excited how these look. So the next step is to turn them into actual terrain trays. Right, we'll get them with the metal sandwiched in the middle and see how it feels.
No pond version without the grass edges. Although if you're using banks, you can cover up the grass if you'd like.
I did builds where I just slapped two together. So if you, particularly if you use this side that has like I don't know, some of this kind of seaweedy stuff, it wasn't too killer to putting two together. Especially if you put the water texture overlay over it, then it like, I don't know, it looked pretty neat. It was like the shallows there. But the intention was to make it, it was very much a pond, not like a giant body of water.
Mm-hmm.
But I could see doing more in this family down the line. Put a bridge over the joint. That's also a good idea.
Tyler's got a good point. It's the samples are a bit larger.
You lose a 1/4 inch on right. There's bleed.
Yeah.
On the side.
So a lot of that grass is going to actually be gone on the actual trays.
Yep. The pond is really that was an all-star.
Thank you for the sub, Mojo Hamster. Subscribed for 73 months.
Aren't you supposed to be moving or something, Hamster?
Oh, he already moved.
He already finished?
Yeah, we got him in last weekend.
Amazing.
Yeah. It took an hour and a half.
Well, it's because he'd done 19 trips before or whatever. Yeah. hand a mule or a pack hamster.
Yeah.
So these are we got some ivy coming in, paint samples of the ivy. So the process is we get test shots, right? When after the mold is ready, they send us 2 samples before they go into full production to make sure it's great, and then they send us a paint sample. So they probably run off 4 of each, and they give us 2, and then they paint some and send those over. And so we can make sure the paint is looking good. Look at that. And these, I think we showed it on stream previously. We added a second hole, both of these, so you can have it be at floor height or above floor height. So if you want to build inline, you can still use these against your facade posts. We got the magnetic, or conceptually magnetic, because right now it just has a port. But look at that nice big, the magnet size to sculpt size ratio, very favorable. This thing is not going to fall off your roof. Maybe we have learned a lesson. Maybe. Let's not get crazy.
Yeah, you can definitely stand a mini on that ivy.
He did move his giant hamster wheel.
No, the wheel was super easy to move because he just
rolled it over. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was disoriented at first that it was moving, but then he got up to speed. It's like Katamari.
I love that you know Katamari.
Yeah, there's nothing like it.
There literally isn't. Yeah. Almost. It's very close.
Has to be more 8-bit. Look at that beautiful arch.
Any way other than white stick to put ivy on castle walls? Maybe hack one of the clip thingies.
Yeah, you could hack a clip thingy. For sure. The clip thingy is metal. So you could probably, if you just pop the metal clip off, you could probably then stick this to the metal clip. Something like that. That'd be fun.
There's a new Katamari that came out recently.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Did they ruin it?
I know that they had ruined it before.
Did they unruin it?
They'd had a game like a decade ago or something. Like the last one before this one that came out.
It had to be 20 years ago.
Didn't go great. Well, because the series creator hasn't been involved in a long time, and I don't think he was involved on this one either. But I've heard good things about the one that just came out.
Nice. You ready to buckle up for some banks? Look at this.
Buckle up for banks.
So, our first thing we've discovered. Well, let's look at that. We didn't get the green didn't go up far enough on these. So this one has a note, and this is why they send the paint sample, right, to make sure that everything's doing what it's supposed to do. Look how solid. And those the pole hole kind of disappears. Oh, that reminds me, I got to do totally unrelated, just on Perilous. It reminded me of something I have to do in Perilous. Disappearing pole holes. Very excited. Boom, boom. What's your white stick of choice?
Blue tack, probably.
I use the, I don't know, whatever we get, Duck, I think maybe? Duck brand. We got a little pull through the hole there. Flowers, and then we got the 2x2 floor. Nestles in like a champ. Those little flowers.
Is her duck brand to the theme of DuckTales?
Woo. The Eli loves his plants. So fun to see all these bits. All right, and then last, ready for some fun? Boom! We got our first of the dirt paths.
Wow.
See that guy?
I'll take 20.
Right? Boom, boom. Yeah, these are going to be lighting up tabletops all around the world. I don't know what it is about making a little road, but everybody wants to do it. It's this like something, I'd say primal, but I think roads are
something primal.
You know, like animals, like the animal kingdom does, like just roads everywhere.
It's the the illusion of depth.
Yeah.
Where the grass and the road intersect is really impressive. I think it's just playing with shadows.
I said categorize something like 40 different plants and fungi. That tracks. Eli has a list somewhere. You can get them up. Oh, like our little hidden pull holes. Yeah, very excited. These pieces are a really nice addition. It was heartening how excited everybody was. Like seeing the initial pieces in the campaign, like just sort of seeing that excitement and get everybody fired up. So I'm very happy we ended up making these. Like it's thanks to you guys, the hype. Boom, boom.
Yeah, I mean, people were enthusiastic enough that we pivoted the whole campaign to basically be about them.
Yeah, it was worth it. They were absolute all-stars. All right, so that's what we have. We have so far from the factory. We still got a bunch yet to come. I should write that too. So it means we're probably, I don't know, it's getting on the water in like July or something. Where are we? March, basically April.
End of March.
Yeah.
How much do we have left to see?
A lot. There's all the new tutor bits, all the new plants, the well. A lot. There's some. We haven't seen test shots for the well, for a bunch of the flowers. There's the trees. There's a lot of stuff yet.
Oh. How flat is the road pieces? Do any of the rocks prevent things from sitting flat on them? They're pretty flat.
They're pretty flat.
The rocks don't like jut out a bunch. I think the rocks are definitely less bumpy than like on some caverns pieces.
All right. I made a very high quality notepad here. I forget. I'll give them a minute. Put them on there. Yeah. So, any questions about the paint samples, the bits? Boom, boom, boom.
I've just had a box cutter at the desk with me the whole time, and I've just been fiddling with it the entire time. Like, I completely understand Nate's dagger thing now. I've just been like, but this is like a real blade. Like, I could actually, I could actually mess up with this.
Flat bottom. What do we have?
So it probably shouldn't be. But I've been walking around with the box cutter all day because I'm getting, for the Caverns project, we're getting so many unpainted pieces in, so Hamster can go and like do all the new paint masters and stuff. So I've just been opening boxes nonstop to get in pieces. So I'm just carrying this box cutter around, and now I just can't stop fidgeting with it.
Oh, it's such a good fidget toy.
Yeah, but it's got an actual blade on it.
Clickety, yeah. I have two.
This is very satisfying.
I have two in my pocket. Yeah.
Like this this just feels good, but it makes a blade come out. It's a bad idea.
You always gotta have a pocket full of razor blades and Sharpies, in case you run into trouble. Yeah, look at these guys.
Maybe swap that for a pen. There's no pen by here. That's all I have that has like a tactile.
Let me go to the close.
Yeah.
Close guy.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Yeah.
That's an adventuring party.
Gary's kind of cheating because it's the base is kind of hollow, but this is super flat.
That's the
old school slot base.
Tavern guy we printed out.
Yeah.
For something. I can't remember.
One of the social.
I painted him to look like Mario. I think it was like the idea. Yeah. It's like a Hero Forge STL that we printed here. Was it Eldritch?
Eldritch Foundry, yeah. Little.
I can't remember why we were gonna do I think a series of videos with him or something.
Super series of Super Mario collection.
How do these paint samples match up with current banks?
Current banks?
I think
what do you mean by
saying like putting them next to the
this is the forest
banks.
Yeah.
I mean about the same as they did during the campaign. They're not made to go with them because
the color's pretty close. They're just texturally
those shapes. So we wanted them to feel different, used in a different situation than when you would use swamp banks. The inside of it transitions into wildlands floors better though, but the highlighting on the edge of the banks just means that the banks don't like flow into each other as well. But the color match, when you get deeper into the grass, is closer to the grass than the forest floors. Which was like the intention.
I grabbed a truly random sampling.
Cool, it means there's no bias. Right?
What? Yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
Factory uses slightly different paints than what we use for prototyping. That is true. They don't use the high flow acrylics that we use. They use enamel paint.
Yeah.
Yeah. They make them out of teeth.
Bones. Speck on the lens still. Yeah. Hold on. So it's a slightly yellower. The Wildlands is slightly warmer.
Mm-hmm. Colgate paints, yeah. So you can blend them in together, but you know there's a difference. Yeah. Just how busy the
texturally, but they're not like.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody's gonna flip your table over if you your players are gonna see that and be like, "Get out of here!" Yeah. That would be a memorable session if you. If your players flipped your table over because they didn't like how some of the paint matched. You'd be talking about that one for years. Mm-hmm. Talking about the time you fired that group of players.
That's the thing. With a lot of this stuff, it's like
9 out of 10 dentists approve.
It doesn't need to match perfectly.
Yeah, the lens stack is drifting. It's migrating. It's wandering. It's wandering home. Yeah, what other questions? Yeah, just roll initiative.
Don't.
Exactly. What's that paint? Roll initiative! Ah!
Yeah. I don't think we've seen... I don't know. Were there any questions that we missed and didn't answer? I think we got everything.
Yeah, what else we need to cover before? It's going to be the shortest episode ever.
Scatter will help blend the transition? Yeah.
The friendship will break before the DF does. It's funny. The one, you know, funny enough, TSA. I've walked through TSA with box cutters in my pocket multiple times.
The thing that got me, I think, was it Was it our first Adepticon?
How do they transition
There was
with Hellscape?
there was some convention where I was taking a ton of terrain trays in like my carry-on.
Oh boy.
And
What was that one where everybody was like a pack mule for?
Might have been last Adepticon. I can't remember.
I think it was last Adepticon. There was crazy amounts of, yeah.
And they said they're pulling them out and they're like, why do you have all these
why do you have 1 foot steel sheets in your bag?
Yeah, why do you have all these thin sheets of metal? You just like convinced it must be some kind of weapon. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna odd job these at people. You know? It was the terrain trays and battle boards are very hard to get through airports with.
Yeah, the other thing they get riled up by sometimes is magic cards. Big bundles of magic cards, because apparently they're so dense they read like explosives or something.
That's really funny.
Yeah, but if you have like a box, magic cards are a bunch of densely packed, like a deck with a rubber band around it. It's all dense together. Like because it's a big square and the stuff's going through it. I don't know.
Huh?
Yeah. Hey, howdy.
Hello. Hey, extra credits. Dwarven Forge version of Throwing Stars. Yeah, but you have to like. It's like a feat of strength. To
those little 6x. See, the little 6x ones could be like your little.
The 6x are great.
If we made like 3x3 terrain trays, those would be the perfect like little shrieking.
How do we make them sharper?
You'd make them sharper. Well, if that was the purpose, if we could just make throwing stars, yeah.
All right.
It'd be funny. TSA does hate nerds.
How do they transition with the Hellscape pieces? Not great.
No.
First
you could put Hellscape on top of
Yeah.
the banks. The like fires burning the grass. Oh, that was the other one.
First setup of Sinister, none of the players could tell or said anything about the dais or large floor paint.
Nice.
A lot of this stuff that, as the people building it and knowing like what it's supposed to be, stands out to us. For players, like players mostly don't care.
Hey, and that is a nice note. If you got your Dungeons Reforged stuff and you have any problem with, say, any of your Sinister paint, whatever, please write into customer support so we can get you replacements. So if you've got a problem, write in.
Yeah. We are still...
And if your players don't have a problem, yay.
We're still talking about it. We still don't have, like, stuff locked in.
We don't know how to fix stuff yet.
Yeah.
But...
Hellscape roads or highways? Yeah.
Odd
job, you're going way back.
Hellscape.
How long ago? I guess, yeah, GoldenEye is probably a long time ago at this point, huh?
Wasn't that like
was Oddjob first?
Wasn't that like the third or fourth? It was Goldfinger.
He was in Goldfinger.
Yeah. It was like the third or fourth Bond movie or something. It was like... He
was a henchman in the 1959 novel and the 1964 film adaptation.
Woo!
Wow. Okay, yeah, no, that was a while ago.
Yeah.
Oddjob is way before GoldenEye. Woof.
Wow.
Yeah, that's wild.
He had a resurgence though when Austin Powers came out. And the guy that threw the shoe, Oddjob, brought him back.
Wasn't he with Jaws? I think so.
Yeah, Jaws was in GoldenEye, I think, right? Jaws was in two of them, Moonraker and GoldenEye or something. Austin Powers was 30 years ago? Ay, ay, ay.
What are the odds that they try to make a new one?
Xena on the top.
He was in The Spy Who Loved Me and Moonraker. Jaws was.
I was halfway
77
there.
and 79.
Because I remember floating around in space for like...
Moonraker was a weird one. Huh, Jaws was initially supposed to be killed in The Spy Who Loved Me, but people liked him so much that they changed the scene to have him survive. Fascinating.
Yeah. Who knew? The guy with like metal teeth was the crowd favorite. I love it. What else do you guys want for? Or should we get out of here?
GoldenEye had Xenia on the top, right?
Unbelievable.
Right.
GoldenEye's the one they made the game out of. Right? The N64.
Yeah, GoldenEye was the one they made the 64 game of, and that had Oddjob in it as a playable character in the multiplayer. And it was and Oddjob was broken because he was so much smaller, he's harder to hit.
That's hilarious.
Perilous Means.
Oh yeah.
Oh, is there a new campaign we're supposed to be talking about or something?
Yeah. See, you know, this is why we have an audience. Thank you, MJ Alexander. So we don't have a ton of beam, but so last week we were looking at Toby was starting to sculpt the ice, first ice chunk piece, and this is where it's at currently. So what we're doing is scanning, printing, painting, and clear to see how everything works before we go on to make sure the crack depth's working. Is this texture on the top, is it smooth enough? Is it too smooth? Is it going to paint and get streaky? Like, you know, there's a lot of questions. So this is way cleaned up from what you saw last week. A little melty, I don't know, see like the soft melty edges here, right? Where it's like melting and then crisp on the top, hard lines and edges. And we'll see how it reacts to paint.
Why the brown outline? That's a fun little bit of trivia.
It's for the, so we're supposed to paint it black before we put the thing on, and Toby forgot. So Aaron T had to go in with a Sharpie, and like you can see all the lines, so he Sharpied it all out to dark. It's for the 3D scanning. It's, I guess he needs it to be as dark as possible. It helps somehow in the picking up the, I guess because it's projecting light. Here, he wants it to be as the least reflective it can be compared to the piece itself. Is a good question.
Now craving brownies. Oh, people think it looks like fudge?
Yeah, Monster Clay definitely looks like chocolat.
We've told people that Mace made fudge using our prototype molds at one point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's weird how much I want to bite
magical. That was a long time ago.
Maybe we've just seen too much clay, but yeah, this isn't appetizing to me anymore.
Maybe it's because we just had dinner.
I guess the shape of it does read as more edible than others.
Yeah, well, we could do a Candyland version for sure.
What piece was made? It was a bunch of Wildlands pieces, I believe. I think it was a lot of the smaller.
Who did the dungeon? Somebody cast dungeon pieces in chocolate. It was the Dungeon of Doom era.
Huh.
Yeah, it's happened a couple. Because that was during Wildlands or post Wildlands. I feel like the Mace.
Yeah, it was like the Wildlands finale. Yeah. Like the final day, she had made chocolate a bunch of. She had just like a box of chocolate pieces.
Yes. So this is to answer the question, this is an ice. This is supposed to be a big ice chunk it'll be cast and clear just for Arctic. So this will not appear in the desert. So we're gonna see. We'll have tests for you. We're off next week, but the week after maybe we'll have something to show for you. You can see see the test, and we'll just kind of figure out what to do from there. There's a couple ideas of doing texture on the bottom or paint on the bottom, wherever because it's clear, and maybe less on the top. And I don't know. There's a lot to experiment, so it'll be fun to see what happens. We will see. eBay lawsuit of fudge dungeons.
When is Perilous launching?
Later this year. It sort of depends on the long tail of Caverns Reforged. So we'll wrap up Caverns Reforged and then get Perilous cooking.
Perilous cooking.
Yeah. If I was gonna guess, I'd guess October. But we'll see. We could bet some money. Weren't we betting something last week?
I have no idea. Everybody's betting on everything now.
Didn't we bet on something last week? I don't know. Is there much overstock for the previous campaign? Cities, Tudor Village?
I don't know.
We haven't done the production run yet, so I don't know what our. Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah, I haven't seen.
My guess is that due to the tariff situation, we're probably not going to do a staggering amount of overstock, right? Because we just get slammed every time the stuff comes in. So we will see. We will see. What are you hoping to get? In-stream betting. Yeah, you can bet on the like.
Yeah, let's put gambling in more places.
Totally.
We have a pre-order feature so you don't incur an overage.
Will you have a pre-order feature? Well, it's
For-
the tariffs that are the problem.
Yeah.
That's the issue.
Any update on getting your money back from struck down tariffs?
0 update.
Yeah, so far there's no... The thing is, it's currently not even clear... I don't know. We've heard from some people that they're still getting charged with the tariffs that were struck down. We've heard from... So it's just a... We don't even know... We don't know what's going to happen to the container that's coming in with this restock yet. So we'll see what we end up getting hit with for that container. There's been no process actually laid out for getting...
Well, they don't want
refunds.
to give any money back. Of
Yeah.
course, it's not gonna. It's gonna be kicking and screaming, and it's gonna take a couple of years if anything happens. I think.
Even if it becomes a thing that where they say like even if the Supreme Court were to say that they had to refund it, they'd be dragging their feet on it. So who knows at what speed it would actually happen. And you have to be part of a lawsuit and all that. So we'll see.
It's gonna be a whole thing.
There's companies that are talking about doing it. We'll see if they work. If one person wins, that's gonna open the floodgates and like everybody's gonna be doing it. You know.
We filed. There was a 4 months ago or something. We filed an initial thing after Walmart did the filing, where you could file basically to register your complaint, so that because there was 150 days if they liquidated your stuff in 150 days, you couldn't get it back. So if you filed before that, then you were thing. So we filed that thing, but who knows where it's going to go? Like it's and it's going to be one of those terrible things where it might be prohibitively expensive, like legal fees for us to do. Like it might cost so much, it might not be worth the return. I don't know. We will see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah. Believe me, we will be very happy if that evolves in our favor in any which way. But none of it's moving fast.
Yeah, the main issue still just remains that a lot of this stuff just is not predictable.
Yes.
We just it's very uncertain, and that's the problem.
Yep.
So
uncertainty is really the hardest. Like that's the secret cost.
Yeah.
Yep. Especially when our like nothing we do is fast, right? We're pre-ordering. Essentially we're taking your orders like a year in advance, and so like there's so much volatility. It's really hard to know what things are going to be like when it's time to deliver. It's just not conducive to a small business like ours that does stuff like this.
Could you simply put in a refund request without going to court?
No, not currently. There's no way to put in a refund request currently.
Yeah, there's nothing simply. If they did set something like that up, awesome. But there's no indication that that's gonna.
Do you think this administration would set something like that up?
No.
No.
I'm not expecting anything to happen. We just kind of have to.
Yeah.
Once there is like a clear, if there ever appears like a clear path to getting a refund, then we'll do it.
Yeah.
But
this is a lawyer field day.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's all the only people that are going to make money on this are like the lawyers are going to make a killing. Who's going to make money? Walmart is going to they have enough volume that they'll make a bunch back, and it'll be everybody just will follow Walmart. It'll be a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. What else? Any other questions?
Yeah.
They have a lot of big retainers on big lawyers on retainer.
What did we have any other perilous beans or anything to show, or are we just kind of
Maybe you could show a thing. Let's see. I'll dredge something up for.
dredge something up?
Yeah, see what we have that we haven't shown.
What piece interaction are you most excited for in perilous?
It might be something unpainted.
We have not done giveaway yet, although we should get the giveaway going soon because I think we're going to be ending pretty soon. Big companies getting more money in the small guy. There's piece interaction you're most excited for in perilous. I don't know if I can say. Is the thing like there's still a good amount of stuff that we're keeping secret about the campaign, so I don't know if I can say. I mean, first I got to think of an answer in the first place. Any new concepts for piece types or connecting things you thought were pretty clever new ideas? again, I don't know if we can. Man, I don't know. Oh man, there's a lot of stuff that we just don't really have. That I think we're still kind of keeping a secret. So I don't know if I can answer some of these. Anyone playing Pokopia on Switch 2? It's weird. That is the game that is making me consider a Switch 2, and that's dumb because I don't even think it's my kind of game. But it seems so weird that I'm just really curious. And like I know I should play Bonanza. Bonanza's apparently just a phenomenal game. And it's definitely going to be more my speed. But Pokopia is so weird. Ships?
All right, prepare to have your eyes blown out. We got some.
Which piece are you least excited for in Perilous? Cattail, Silver Cutman.
That's a good question.
Oh, okay.
1x2 floor.
Yeah. Dude, the 2x2 floor, like, kind of boring.
And a 1x2 is even more boring. All right, I don't remember if we showed both of the Rocky,
Rocky
dunes. I know we showed, right, we were looking at the corner when Eli was here. Pool of Radiance was amazing. Although I played it in black and white. So I don't know if we showed this guy or not. I can't remember. But I don't think we showed. Did we show these guys yet?
I think we talked about needing them. I don't know if we showed the final, but I think we did at least talk about the sculpt.
They're fraught with peril. Exactly. All right, so.
It's so funny hearing what these pieces sound like compared to.
Oh yeah,
the Dwarven
hollow and light. So these guys, so the 45, so you can use two of them to make a convex, right? So you can get a full circle, boom, boom, boom. So we can go around like that. But then you can also use them to offset, right? If you put them on either side of a thing, you can offset piece to go center. So like, for instance, it's really nice with this guy, the pointy. What is this? What is it? The pointed convex. So you can do like that, like have center the point on your dune rather than have it like going off. Let me go wider. Right. So like that's everything orthogonal, and this lets you go diagonal with it, which is. These things stick. Like the bottoms are rough, so they stick to the fabric.
Will these come in a set together? There's going to be several sets for it. It's going to be like escarpments, where there's like a number of sets that kind of let you access different parts of the family.
Yeah.
And then we'll probably do like a logical mega pack that puts them all together.
Logical groupings, sort of that will build well together for you. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, so these guys are they're real game changers. They let you do a lot of fun stuff, and the fact that they do double duty as a convex is good because you need a lot of convexes, right? Because everything is kind of what everything kind of needs to end up getting capped off. So there's a higher ratio of convexes to any other pieces. When you were looking at actually, there's 4 convexes here, right? Mm-hmm. 45s.
Sava, for flat middle, you would do suspended floors, basically.
Yes.
Yeah.
You do this, you do this. I don't have any. I did not grab a full collection, but we'll do a whole demo on them. You suspend a floor here and then build around it. Like that.
Any way to interface with escarpments?
You can build on top, above escarpments, but generally no. They are very, very different. The way they build is very different from escarpments currently, or forever. I mean, they're everything from the sort of their base footprint, everything except for their height. They terminate in the same height. There could be like a couple of weird transition pieces, but it's a tough build across the board because they need to figure out what you're transitioning above and whatnot. That would be Perilous 2. Escarping? I don't know. Scarping for more. should have grabbed it one more straight. I can do a thing. Something like that. Escarpment looks funny in the middle because it doesn't stick out. It's like an inch less deep. Oh, you can get one if you want.
They have different profiles.
Yes.
Basically.
Boop, boop, boop. Boop, boop.
Even perillouser. Hey, Spoonbender, how you doing? I should get the giveaway going.
Oh yeah, I forgot we had to do that. Huh?
All right.
Boy, it's a good thing. 2 perilous, 2 frontier. Exactly.
If you want a chance to win a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card, go ahead and type Odd Job in the chat. Odd Job, all one word. Go ahead and type Odd Job for a chance to win a $50 Dwarven Forge gift card. Unless you work at Dwarven Forge, then you are not eligible.
And then just throw a shoe at the screen. Or a hat. I guess Odd Job threw a hat.
Yeah,
right, with a razor rim.
It'd be very funny if you just threw piece after piece of clothing and they'd all been sharpened into weapons.
His tie and his like
his entire wardrobe.
When he's down to his underwear, it's like hey Strider, it's gotta be one word, right?
Yes. All one word, no spaces.
Yeah.
Just like the man himself.
He's all one word.
He doesn't have any spaces in his name, right? It's just it's just one. It's one word.
Odd Job.
Odd Job through a hat. Random task through a shoe. If I win, can I double it and pass it to the next person? I don't think you can double it, but...
Wow. Well, you know what? If that happens, if you win it, let's talk.
Oh, I guess because you mean then the next person would get 100 instead of... Okay.
Yeah,
that'd be interesting.
Sweet. That was in the spirit of Rabbit winning Michelle's Moonlit Arch and giving it to the next person was unbelievable. It's like I feel like that encapsulates our community very well.
Yeah. Nobody wants the stuff they win.
Yeah.
Everybody's always like, I don't want it.
That's the takeaway.
I don't want it. Yeah. Fighting buddies.
Maths.
Mm-hmm. Well.
Yumma. Perilous Frontiers, escape from danger. I like what you did there.
With the filler piece that makes it look square, work in the escarpment. The filler piece that makes it look square.
The filler piece?
The concave?
The trifecta ledge? Is that what you're talking about? That goes down here?
Oh. I forget the name. Sorry. The trifecta ledges? No.
I think it still doesn't get you to the full thing, but we can show you. Yeah.
If you squint, you can make them work together. I mean, look, if you did this in your game, and your players complained, that's on them.
New friends.
You know. Flumbador. Oh, you won the Golden Forge backpack. Man, which campaign was that? Was that after Lowtown that we did the? 'Cause that was one of the random giveaways, or was that like an anniversary? That was Wildlands. That was the end of what? Man. I feel like Wildlands and Lowtown were the ones where we went nuts with just weird giveaways.
Yeah. It was fun. Yeah, we had an extra backpack from that was the holiday gift that year.
Mm-hmm.
Like we had it was pretty cool.
Any chance of sand or snow escarpment ledges?
Hold that thought.
Holding.
Timu level critical role. Amazing. Yeah. Correct. Should we?
Well, you can get really mean. Like that's a great insult to just call like any actual play show Timu critical role. Like that's a great way to just tear somebody up.
It's just brutal.
Yeah.
It'll just bite them so deep. Yeah.
Would a new ice piece now fit on that? What does that mean?
Like against it? Or, yeah.
No escarpments to Dune adapter currently. There's just not really a good.
You could flip.
There's just not really a good way to do it. They're so different.
There is it would require a bunch of pieces, and we were allocating those pieces to other things. The goal was to try and flesh out, make sure the biome really kind of stood on its own, and rather than eat up a bunch of our piece budget to trying to have it convert to the existing stuff. That being said, there's there'll be some ways to get to some of your other environments that should work. This is what kills me though, like that profile.
Could you instead just make everything?
Could you make everything?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Should I get a kitten?
That hasn't gotten us in trouble so far.
Yeah. Well, that's the worst that could happen. Yes, indeed.
If the escarpment here was on a snow terrain tray or white paper, it would look better without the trifecta needed. Because then it's just like kind of freestanding in the...
Yeah. Yeah. Put it on snow. Yeah, we got some pieces too. We'll show you some. There's a few things floating around.
There's still a lot to...
A gentleman's agreement.
There's still a lot that y'all don't know yet.
This is true. There's a lot in life I do not know.
All right, let's roll this giveaway.
Let's do it.
And David Moffat.
Hey, look, a first-time viewer. Look at how lucky.
David.
Man, I was talking to Dave Moffat at PAX, Gen Con, whatever we had for like, I don't know, for like a day, and I didn't know he was Dave Moffat and then like days later. It was like stealth. Yippee! It was PAX, yeah. But now I have, the face and the name are locked in. It's good. Now I know who you are forever.
Some of us have secret identities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? Finley? When we found out Finley and Richard were one and the same.
Yeah, he was commenting his Kickstarter profile. He's like, man, there's this guy.
Who is this guy?
Finley's answering everything everywhere else.
He's like the Batman of terrain. He just like would swoop in and give answers and disappear, and like nobody knew where he'd come from. And, like,
we were crediting him as two different people.
Yeah. I was like, this guy. Who is he? He knows too much.
These two guys.
Who is it? Yeah. That was amazing.
Well.
Mind blowing. Hey, it's 8 o'clock.
It is 8 o'clock.
So,
is there anything more to talk about?
No, let's get out of here. It's 8 o'clock.
All right. What about
Hamster streaming tomorrow night, I'm assuming?
No, he doesn't have internet at the new place yet.
Oh.
So he's not getting that stuff set up until no streaming from Hamster until after Adepticon.
Woof. So we're going dark until April.
Yeah.
April? Right, that's next month, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I forgot what we're till April. But we'll be back in April. And we have we'll have Caverns Reforged to talk about. We have more Perilous stuff to talk about. We'll have some ice to show you. I want to do a Toby Driftstone episode with the new Driftstone system, which will be just chock full of beans. Just waiting for just a couple more things to be ready so we can kind of show a whole system.
April Fool's stream. Yeah.
I don't know what else. Well, we'll see. Yeah, before you know it, and then suddenly it'll be Caverns Reforged will be live. It'll be crazy. Crazy, I say.
It's pretty crazy.
Yeah. And an April Fool's stream. Yeah. Dragos, we're going to do it just for you. Tune in April 1st at midnight your time. And we'll have a special stream just for you.
So the thing is...
It might take an hour to start, so just hang out, just watch it for like an hour.
The Wednesday after Adepticon is April 1st.
Is it really?
That's why he's saying that.
Oh, man. I thought it was...
No.
Well, the joke's on me. Huh?
Yeah, there's...
So we will... Okay, so we'll have to do something special for Dragos then on April Fool's. Fine. Wow, that is an April Fool's stream? Oh, man.
Yeah.
We got to, like...
Modular ships teed up for... Oh, man. That's... What if we do just make that entire stream a waste?
Oh, just mock up modular ships.
Just got the stream name. Did you name that? Yes, I did.
What was the stream name?
We All Floe On.
Get it?
Yeah. We all flow down here.
Sounds like a cue for a commercial account verification.
Sounds cute out for me. Do the stream in the gorilla costume? I have no idea where that thing is.
Oh my god. I'd die.
Probably should have better introduce myself next time. No, David, I remember.
I think it was me. I don't know. Like
everybody was working.
So much going on. It's all coming in, and yeah.
Because you were helping. You're helping Charles, right?
Charles.
So we were just like, it was everybody was working.
It was the best. The clown.
Modular ships will send the whole stream talking about your fandom ships. What's great is you can take this person out and put somebody else in there, and it still works just as good. Modular ships.
Yeah.
So everybody treats like any Fisk tank reforged.
Fish tank.
Definitely means fish tank. Yeah.
That's the reliquariums too. Modular ships for your reliquariums.
The
shipwrecks in the bottom
and below.
Yeah, they can be sunken or sailing.
Oh no.
Oh. But they're made of water also. All right, we gotta get out of here. So we will see you guys April 1st, and anybody that's coming to Adepticon, come say hi to Mason, Chris, and Hamster, and Miles, and that's it, right?
Yeah, it's me, Miles, Hamster, and Mace. Bit of a skeleton crew.
Finley to be determined. In the works. All right, and thank you so much for watching, everybody. We appreciate taking the time to hang out, and it's always fun to have your thoughts, your ideas, your feedback, your nonsense. It's great.
Yeah. All right.
Be safe.
Good night, everybody.